In the last episode, we got our very first piece of all the mods, the Oblivion Shard, that is. So today I just want to focus on getting the nitro reactor, not the nitro reactor, but the nitro stuff from Power, because we need the nitro battery. We actually need 2 of them for the improbable probability drive, which is, yeah, something that we're gonna go ahead and need for, again, all the Maudium Star. And I believe this is just another star block, which we can probably make relatively easily. But so the nitro crystal stuff is gonna be interesting. So the nitro capacitor is gonna need nitro crystals, which I guess actually, you know what? This might not be as bad. Actually, no, it is bad, because to make the freaking battery, you need the previous tier battery. So you gotta go down all the tiers, you know, so that means we gotta do all the auto crafting of the batteries and all the things, right? And that is gonna be one hell of a system that we're gonna have to make here. I guess we'll use blaze powder here, because that's probably the best option that we have. So we have the basic capacitors, right? We are gonna need, I believe, these turn into the tiny ones, correct? Where are the tiny boys? These go into the basic capacitor large. Let's also craft those. We're gonna need the basic capacitor tiny. Where are those? Yeah, these guys here, which come from the basic capacitors. Let's make sure that we have that taught. Okay, so I think that is literally the first battery. We can make the first battery, right? Yep. Perfect. And the second battery is just going to require me to teach you all these things, but I guess that's fine because we don't need any of the other things. I think it's the next tier battery that's going to be an issue. Yeah, the hardened tier battery, which is going to need hardened tiered capacitors, which is going to need hardened steel, or energized steel, which I think I have one of. I believe it's just iron and gold in the power thing. So I actually have to reset up my power rod here. Now we are going to want to go ahead and upgrade this bad boy from the current thing that we have it on now, but I guess we'll have to wait for that. So put this here, and again, just get yourself some gold and then some iron and get that cooking. Do note that you can energize blocks at a time, which is super good that we can actually go ahead and do that. And this is going to be a tier 4 seed, so that means I need Imperium Essence. Thank you very much. Go ahead and quickly recap the other ones that we're going to go ahead and need. So the blazing crystal and the niotic and the spirited crystals all require certain things. So for this case of blazing, we're gonna use blaze rods, and for niotic, we're gonna go ahead and use diamonds, and then of course for spirited, we're gonna go ahead and use emeralds. And then I guess to look at the seeds, we are gonna have to take a look at them, because unfortunately I got baited by energized steel, and energized steel actually needed energized steel 1x compressed, which requires 9 of the energized steel, which requires 9 energized steel ingots. But luckily in that case we could use blocks to quickly craft that. If that was not the case, I would still be here right now. However, I'm going to quickly craft up these seeds and then we shall continue on. And it does look like each one of these does need the compressed variant, which is going to be, oh boy, that's gonna be rough. That's gonna be real rough. I don't know if I can use diamonds here, blocks, but I'm gonna try, but I don't think I'm gonna succeed. And actually it does look like the blocks work here, which is fantastic. You know, actually while I'm at it, I actually might go ahead and upgrade our rod while I'm at it, because might as well do it simultaneously while I'm doing the seeds. It shouldn't be too bad, right? If I go ahead and teach all of the rod recipes here, it really shouldn't be that bad in theory. So if we look at rod at power, we already should have the, you know, basic and all that stuff already pretty much taught. We are gonna need a few things to learn extra, which is the rods and the whatchamacallit, the other things. Where is the horizontal rods? There we go. And I guess, do you already know how to make iron bars? Because if you don't, you're gonna need to learn how to make them really fast. I think you do know how to craft them. Oh my god, all of my inventory is filled with stuff. Yeah, it does know how to make iron bars, thankfully. And I am going to go ahead and quickly and try and get these rods auto-crafted. So it turns out you can just jump right to the 1x. Oh boy, I didn't know that was a thing. But look at the power requirement, 24 million FE. That's a steep climb to freaking climb. Oh boy, that's a lot. And we're only doing it at 1,000 RF a tick. Oh god, that's gonna take 2,400 ticks, which is a lot of time. These are getting incredibly expensive. We're up to 81 million RF for one compressed emerald block 1x, and that takes about roughly 7 minutes and 12 seconds to craft. So it turns out to make the nitro crystal seeds, you need the nitro crystal blocks as well to be 1x, which is yeah, that's a little crazy. But luckily for us, we can upgrade our rods to be, I believe, up to spirited, which is gonna make this 10 times easier at least. So I need at least, I want to say I need 4 of these. Oh god, I need, what is that, 312 of these, which is going to be interesting because each one of these takes 20 million. Okay, well, that's actually not even that bad. 312 divided by 16, which is going to be 19.5 crafts, which is roughly like 390 million RF. That's actually not that bad. But let me go ahead and go quickly make the seed so we can go ahead and get everything that we need to make the at least spirited boys. So I decided that I don't need all these inferium seeds anymore because we have 1.3k of insanium. I don't think we're going to use that much, but I can also just build a full farm if I need to go ahead and do so. So I'm not going to really worry about it too much. And we're currently ready to go ahead and upgrade from our blazing to our niotic, our spirited crystal rods here. We got to be careful because I did pick up some of the other ones. Let's go ahead and do that. And then I guess dump these hardened ones because we don't need these hardened ones anymore. What we're gonna go ahead and do is grab some nether stars like so, and then grab 40 blocks of redstone 1x. That should be perfect. And then what I need to go ahead and do is craft up the nitro crystals that we need for said thing. This should be relatively fast because we have the spirited boys on our side. We have some friends showing up at our base here. They want to say hello to my little sword here. I am more than welcome to give them the hello. Where's the other one? Where's he shooting me from? Hello? Oh, this guy right here. Well, he's dead now. Turns out the nitro crystal block actually needs a crux below it, which is very interesting. I just started a raid. Huh? Do I actually have a villager? Oh, right. I forgot about the other little dude. The freaking, oh, this is not ideal. So while I was in the middle of the raid, I heard my reactors going on and off, on and off. I checked this over here. This is empty. And turns out we actually processed all of our uranium and we're not getting that much more uranium seeds inside of the thing here, which is not good. The fact that we're completely out of uranium. So now that I've actually completed the freaking raid, what we can actually do now is try and do what we were trying to do beforehand, which was make the nitro crystal crux, because apparently that's a thing, and it is a thing which needs more nitro. Do I happen to have everything that I need for this? Do I have extras? I don't know if I have extras. So nitro crystal capacitors times 2. It does look like I have extras. So the nitro crystal crux is pretty simple then. And then all I have to go ahead and do is come underneath this block right here, go ahead and break this guy right here, and then go ahead and place down the crux, and that should allow my nitro crystal to go ahead and grow. Beautiful. And I'm going to go ahead and turn on a secret technique with the fertilizer and my little favorite button called the auto click button, and I'm going to get myself a ton of essence, which weirdly enough, the fertilizer isn't working on the nitro crystal seeds. I'm very surprised that's a thing. So that means if I want to make anything to do with nitro crystal stuff, it's going to be a while because, oh boy, is that slow. You know, surprisingly, we actually have enough stuff to go ahead and craft 2 of these batteries, which is actually insane. Now, I'm not going to pull that out of the system just yet because I don't want it to try and charge. I have to turn off my wireless charging if I want to pull those out of the system because I don't want them to get full of power and then potentially ruin the craft. I think we can probably go ahead and say, let's go ahead and try and craft this bad boy right here. The next thing, which is going to be the improbable probability device, which sounds super sick, by the way. Let's go ahead and do that. I also, in between episodes here, requested a bunch of netherite crafters so that way we can go ahead and have more crafting capability as well, because we're kind of running a little bit low on the crafting space, right? And we need a little bit more, so I did do that in between episodes. So there you go. We're gonna need the high density power thingy. We're gonna need one of those. We are just missing iron frames. Okay, so how does one go ahead and make the iron frames, which are these guys? Oh, super simple and easy. So the high density thing, we need one of those. Beautiful. That's going to be in the works. Okay, so what else do we need here? The flight module, the swift rending gale, and then the 256 million processing thing, which is not ideal. We're going to need matter balls, which look like have EMC, and then these accumulation processors. Then the 64 million, and then how far does this go? The 16 million, which requires ender pearl dust, which is fine. And then we're gonna need the 4 million. Oh boy, this actually might take a hot minute to actually do. And then the 256 million core or whatever. Okay, and then I need accumulation cores, whatever that means. Accumulation processors, which needs these guys. Oh, the sky steel. Oh boy. And I don't think sky steel has any sort of you know, we can get it from the AE2 villager trader dude. That's a thing. There is no seed for it, so that's kind of not ideal. Let's just ponder on what the hell I'm gonna need for this 256 million storage cell. Okay, 9200 quartz glass. Ender pearl dust is fine. Matter balls are fine. 121 of the accumulation processors. It's just mainly these that are just so expensive, right? And I'm wondering, oh, we never put upgrades on these, right? We're definitely gonna want to go ahead and put the upgrades on those bad boys because, yeah, we're gonna need a lot of these processors, right? And I mean a lot of them. 65,000 I think is gonna be more than enough because I don't think it was over 9,000 or something, which is great. Also, didn't I teach you how to make quartz glass? I could have sworn I thought I did. Oh, I did fuse quartz. Quartz glass is very easy, thankfully. Okay, so that's basically handled, right? The only thing that's not really handled at this point is, again, the sky steel. And yeah, that's gonna be something. Oh, glowstone dust is gonna be a big problem. I assume we're just voiding it as well over here. Yeah, we're just voiding that. Let's just throw some netherite upgrades in there and call it a day. That shouldn't be too bad. And then that's now fixed, so we got to make those. That's gonna get made. Quartz fiber is or quartz dust is also probably being voided, which is not ideal. So let's go ahead and get some netherite upgrades on those, and that should be fine. So that will get more of those as well. And then, by the way, if I do that, oh, that's insane. Okay, so the only thing that we're realistically missing at this point in the game is going to be these accumulation processes, which is interesting. And the accumulation processes look like the skystone. We can get this from a bee of some kind, but we can also trade with emeralds for it. But if I want to get the bee for it, what does the bee require for me to even do? This species can't be bred. Interesting. I assume I can make the crafting egg. Yeah, I need to submerge a spatial bee in water. Spatial bees aren't craftable. So how does one get a spatial bee? The spatial bee is acquired by a crystalline and ender bee. So it's basically a bunch of bee crafting, it looks like. Actually, you know, those aren't too bad. That's actually relatively cheap, actually. Oh, but I gotta get the DNA sample of it as well. Oh, this is a lot more harder than I thought. How much spatial steel am I gonna need? That's, or the sky steel or whatever I'm gonna need. I might just handcraft this. That doesn't seem too bad. Okay, I need to figure out exactly. So it's basically one, right? I only need 121 of these. I might even already have this. I just gotta figure out the inscriber stuff for it. So the inscriber energy press, what does that give me? I need one of these, or I need these, which need these. Printed zircons are fine. Flux dust is fine. I need the either universal or accumulation. Are any of these craftable? They are. I'm gonna go for it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna teach you how to make all of these. I just quickly built a little system here to go ahead and craft us a bunch of uranium to go ahead and get our seeds going, because yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do 4 9x9 plots of this guy here, of the super fast red seed farm or whatever, so that way we can just basically get as much uranium as we can possibly ever need or want, right? I'm hoping that 4, well, technically 5 of these plots is going to be enough. Okay, so we pretty much have everything that we're going to go ahead and need, or almost everything that we're going to need for the mega 256 million storage component. We are still missing 20,000 logic processors and 9,000 calculation processors, about 11-ish thousand Certus quartz. Some vibrant quartz glass is going to be needed here. We're going to need ender pearl dust, which we can probably just do really easily. I do have a pulverizer over here, right? That's like spare. I thought I did. But you know what? At this point, I don't think if we just borrow one from our maceration stack, I don't think it's going to be that much of a problem, honestly. We're not even making, you know, enough sulfur anyway for it. So we might as well just use it over here. And I think I said I needed like few of these. So let me do like 4 stacks, and that should be pretty much, well, is it pretty much good? I actually don't know what that is. I think it's like 100 and something, isn't it? Let me see. Ender pearl dust is, yeah, 130. So I need quite a bit actually for that, but that's fine. Not the end of the world. You know what? Let me just freaking autocraft it at this point. It's probably better if I just do that anyway. And just like that, matter balls are taken care of. I made another one of these matter condensers, another 64K, put it on matter ball mode, and then threw in 256 cobblestone. Called it a day. That was pretty easy. That wasn't the end of the world. Now I do want to go ahead and quickly make a swift rending gale, which shouldn't be bad. We just gotta grab a bucket of lava, which shouldn't be bad at all actually, because we actually have lava downstairs. Funny enough, we haven't even looked at down here in a long time. Well, I mean, besides the last episode when we put the storage box on that cobblestone drawer, but besides that, it's been a while since we've been down there. We haven't really needed to go down there, honestly. And just like that, we have the swift rending gale for the craft that we're gonna go ahead and need. Beautiful. And if you actually look here on the side, these actually correspond to these here. So you have to do all of this stuff before you unlock these. You go ahead and craft the ATM star. Looks like we're gonna go ahead and need to craft the dimensional shards from RF tools like so, but I think we can get it from our thing over here, which by the way, I haven't even checked on this in a long time. It's empty. Oh, because it's going in a freaking interface. I am blind and dumb. I guess I don't have dimensional shards. That's fine. Go ahead and craft up 64. That's plenty for now. Beautiful. And then that's going to unlock these guys, which the wireless router and the flight module, which is the next thing that I want to work on, because the flight module is actually going to be a little bit of a tricky one, specifically because the fact that we need to get the gas DNA, which means I have to go back to the nether and freaking find a gas and poke its butt a few times. There's literally an aminal party over here. What is happening? Hello? Why is there? Okay, I don't even question it anymore. Okay, I need a gas to spawn, please, because I need to poke his butt. I think I have an idea of how I can get a gas. It's involving witch water and some squids. I'm pretty sure that squiddies can be summoned. Yeah, I need dirt, black dye, and some stone. So do I have those things? I should. I mean, technically black dye could just come from the seeds that I have, which is good. So squid, and then if I get this to spawn a squid for me, I might be able to move it with my mob imprisonment tool, but more importantly, click it with a witch water, and hopefully that will give me what I want here, which is going to be the gas, so I can poke its butt. I should be able to put him down and then make him touch witch water, and then get myself. Oh god, don't return this under him. Okay, come here. I need you to give me your blood. Come here. I didn't want to do that, but you get the idea. Now that I've got the syringe of the gas, I can take this guy and use it to make the flight module from RF tools, which will give me everything that I need. Oh, I need the module plus. Okay. So yeah, apparently this is very expensive to make, apparently. So let's go ahead and grab this guy, which then needs this guy, which, okay, fair enough. I'm going to need to teach you how to make infused diamonds, the same recipe as infused ender pearls, thankfully. Module plus. And then I guess, I don't know if the flight module is going to work here. Probably not. So, I mean, it was worth a shot, but yeah, I didn't think so. So modular, what is the thing called again? Yeah, this guy here. That's fine. And then we should be able to go ahead and craft our flight module once I put the gas in there and then the infused ender pearl. And we should be good to go, like so. Flight module obtained, which means I should have unlocked this. Not yet, because we need to make the sentient ender. Oh boy, here we go. This is gonna be fun. I need more patterns. There we go. Let me also go ahead and make myself the vibrant capacitor bank, because this is going to be needed for moving forward here. There we go. Make one of those. Copper alloy, which I'm going to do, of course, using the basic alloy furnace that we have over here, like so. And then that should be good to go. Can I just immediately make a vibrant capacitor bank, or is it going to tell me no? It's going to allow me to do it. That's actually really freaking cool. Now that's all basically done. I think I have pretty much most of everything that we need for the thing. Yeah, we pretty much have it all except for the 256 million component here, because that's gonna take a while. I'm gonna have to let the game like run overnight or something, and get the things that we need here, because that's gonna obviously take a couple of hours, maybe even a couple of days even, to get the stuff that we need for that. So that's unfortunate, but at least we're one step closer, at least, to getting the all the mods star, which makes me happy, which that means we're one step closer to getting the Greg star on live stream. That's basically my plan, right? Is get the all the mods star on video, and then do the Greg star on a live stream, and then at the end we can make a big video about it. Wow, we have made some pretty good progress in the past couple of episodes, I feel. Okay, so what can we do next? Because this is basically done, right? Like, we have the Swift Renegale, we have the 2 batteries, we're gonna have the vibrant capacitor bank. Like, that's all done. Like, what are we, like, you know what I mean? So it's just like, I guess we're just waiting for that to finish. But so the warden we can't do quite yet. I guess let's see what it's gonna cost us to make this anti-gravitational thingy. It is gonna take quite a bit of stuff, and I'm thinking we're gonna need a few things. Oh god, we gotta make the ultimate provider induction things. Do we need both? Induction provider? Okay, no, it's just a provider. Okay, this just got really interesting. Oh god, that means we're gonna have to do like ethylene and brine and all that stuff. I mean, not ethylene, sorry, brine and all that stuff, and sodium chloride. But unfortunately, guys, I think that's where I'm gonna go ahead and call it for today's episode. So with that being said, if you guys did enjoy today's episode of All the Mods 9 to the Sky, please do me a huge favor, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, ding on that notification bell, become a part of the Hunter tribe. As always, guys, I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna leave you till next time. We're gonna be posting more All the Mods 9 to the Skies. Bye bye.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to live this out. We got this far, don't know how.